Mice and Men, ninth studio project, another miracle. The band dropped it back in November. I'm just getting around to it through their Century Media Records, marking a new chapter in their career with a sound that's both expansive and deeply personal. Of Mice and Men have been grinding for over a decade now, building a reputation for blending heavy riffs with emotional lyrics. With another miracle, they're doing something a bit different, not just playing it safe, but really pushing their own boundaries. What's cool is that they didn't bring in an outside producer for this whole thing. They just did it themselves, right? And it sounds amazing. It sounds dope. Frontman Aaron Pauley did most of the heavy lifting for that. The band has been touring with in big festivals, playing European and the UK legs through the end of this year and into early next year, 2026, showing that they're not just in the studio, but they're bringing this thing out into the world because it's a live experience. And you can hear several tracks on this thing that lean heavy into the live experience sound that you just can't wait to hear it coming out those speakers and hearing the audience and the people moshing, just shouting it back at the stage there. Speaking of which, let's dive in a little bit into the production. First off, the album was, like I said, self-produced. Every member of Mice and Men had a hand in crafting the songs. Mostly the front man there, Aaron, who did the heavy lifting on the project. But it's balancing heavy and melodic tones. They really push the boundaries, blending crushing metallic metalcore intensity with atmospheric textures and clean, vulnerable vocals from Pauly. Cinematically, this thing is it brings instrumental, orchestral motifs and elements. Think about the track like a waltz, which is the first one on the project. It has this sci-fi nightmare energy on this one song, Contact. Yeah, the production is grand. It's theatrical and not just a bunch of guitar riffs, which you welcome depending on the project. But for this one, they struck a careful balance, and it's dope. One of my favorite tracks, going back to this, is Waltz. It's a mood setter that blends intensity with emotion right out the gate. It's one of those songs that really grabs you from the start. Troubled Water comes up next on the playlist here. Super heavy riffs here. Lyrically, it's a powerful anthem about knowing when to walk away from toxic people. Some bridges are better left unbuilt. We said troubled water, so that's what bridge over troubled water. But how about not having a bridge with that person in the first place? So that's having some discernment right there. Safe and Sound and Hourglass keep that momentum balanced with melody and urgency. Flowers is a track that is a bit more reflective. This is going to be around the middle of the project here. It's a little bit more reflective. It has that anthemic rock arena style going for it, almost a love letter to the community themselves, their own fan base themselves. So this is something that definitely they're gonna want to pull out of the set list. What they're gonna want to put into the set list. Feed the flowers in their lives. It's a great emotional center. Another miracle. This is going to be the title track, and it's an absolute banger. Built to play live with a massive, compelling energy that demands a crowd. My main takeaway from this thing is that it sits somewhere between introspective and powerhouse. It's heavy. Yeah, it's heavy, but it also has these genuine moments of vulnerability that feel just human. It's the kind of album that wakes you up literally and emotionally. If you let it, you'll hear aggression, but you'll also hear heart. The best scenario for probably listening to this thing is maybe even you're in the gym. But if you're not in the gym, definitely the gotta be at a live show. Go check them out at a live show. This project is not just another entry into their catalog. It feels like a statement. The band is saying we're still here and we're gonna be we're gonna be doing it on our terms. From the production to the screaming at the bridge. Shout out to building bridges and burning some down that just need to go away, getting them that toxic energy out of your life. That alone, all of that alone, makes it worth the listen. It's powerful. It's intense music that helps you reflect on your own life experience and maybe, just maybe, find your own miracle.